Just hours after that deadly hospital strike in Gaza City reportedly left nearly 500 people dead, President Biden arrived in Israel, becoming the first U.S. president to visit Israel during wartime.
As long as the United States stands, and we will stand forever, we'll not let you ever be alone.
The president declaring what he called unprecedented support for Israel and backing their claims that the hospital attack was caused by a Palestinian Islamic Jihad rocket that misfired.
I was outraged and saddened by the enormous loss of life yesterday in the hospital in Gaza. Based on the information we've seen to date, it appears the result of an errant rocket fired by a terrorist group in Gaza.
Two senior U.S. officials telling NBC News the U.S. conducted an independent assessment and believes the strike came from inside of Gaza. But Islamic Jihad, Hamas, and Gaza's Ministry of Health, as well as other Arab leaders, say Israeli airstrikes are to blame. After his meeting with Biden, the office of the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced a deal on humanitarian aid, promising Israel will allow some humanitarian aid into southern Gaza via Egypt. In Gaza, the situation is dire.
Gaza has literally no electricity now, zero, and almost no water.
Jason Sawa lives in Gaza City, but he and his family have been forced to flee south. When we spoke to him, he was in the dark. There's no power in Gaza, and service can be spotty. But he knew about President Biden's visit to Israel and was dismayed.
If you could speak to President Biden about this current situation, what would you want him to know?
I feel disgusted. He came, he comforted the families of the victims and talked so passionately about them and about Israel, their friendship to Israel, the same country that has been oppressing us, killing us for 75 years. He knows that. He's certainly old enough to know that he lived the beginnings of all this, and it's frankly disgusting.
As for the announcement of aid,
well, of course, humanitarian aid is desperately needed.
This is the pool we use to flush our toilets.
Whether this claim is true or whether it will happen on the ground, I don't know. Things are changing from one minute to the other.
In some aspects, he says he doesn't even want it.
I honestly don't give a damn about aid. We want this madness to stop. President Biden should focus his effort on that in particular, not getting bloody aid into this place. That's not what we're looking for. We want this to end.
Ellison Barber joins us now from the Israel-Gaza border tonight. Ellison, the U.S. and Israel say some humanitarian aid will now be allowed into Gaza from Egypt. We've seen those trucks lined up. But do we have any updates on the Rafah crossing, if whether those Palestinian Americans that are trying to cross out, those refugees, will they be allowed out?
So we don't know on that part right now. I'll remind viewers, this is the sole land crossing that does not go into Israeli territory. There was a point a few days ago where we thought the Rafah crossing was going to open so foreign nationals could leave and aid could go in. It did not happen. President Biden, when he was on Air Force One, told reporters traveling with him that he thinks the border will be open to aid probably Thursday or Friday. It's still an outstanding question as to, one, whether or not that will actually happen. And you heard from that man inside of Gaza. Inside of Gaza, there is some doubt as to whether or not humanitarian aid will actually get to the people who need it. And the question of whether or not foreign nationals will be able to leave, that still is unclear right now. The problem with all of these negotiations and talks, Tom, is there are other parties, not just one or two, but multiple parties that have to be involved in an agreement to allow this to happen. And that includes, inside of Gaza, Hamas and that militant group, Islamic Jihad.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.